Updated Thursday, December 21, 2017, 11:20 p.m. San Diego State forward Max Montana 10 fights for a loose ball with Gonzaga guard Zach Norvell Jr. 23, left, and Gonzaga guard Josh Perkins 13, right, during the first half of an NCAA college basketball game Thursday, December 21, 2017, in San Diego. Dennis Poroy, Associated Press San Diego, Jalen McDaniels and Matt Mitchell each finished with 15 points as San Diego State started hot and held on late to complete the 72-70 upset of number 12 Gonzaga on Thursday. Zach Norvell Jr. finished with a game-high 22 points on 9 of 18 shooting for Gonzaga 10-3, which couldn't overcome a sluggish offensive start and 16 turnovers. Trey Kell added 14 points, including going 8 of 10 from the free throw line, to help the Aztecs 8-3 outscore the Zags 30-16 in bench points. Gonzaga's backcourt combo of Silas Melson and Josh Perkins had one of their worst games of the season as a duo, scoring just 13 points on 4 of 19 shooting and a combined 8 turnovers. Both players also fouled out near the end of the game. Gonzaga finished with a better shooting percentage 42.4 and three-point percentage 31.0 than San Diego State, but also committed 7 more turnovers and took 9 fewer free throws than the Aztecs. The loss is also the first true road defeat for the Zags since February 2016 at SMU, snapping a Division I best 12-game road winning streak. It was also San Diego State's first home win against a ranked opponent since it downed number 25 Utah in 2014. Gonzaga will now turn its attention to West Coast Conference play, when it hosts Pacific at 6 p.m. on December 28, second HAL final, San Diego State 72, Gonzaga 70. Bulldogs can't overcome sluggish start, poor shooting and turnovers as San Diego State completes the upset. Gonzaga starting guard combo of Perkins, Melson finished 4 of 18 shooting for 13 points and 8 turnovers. This is also the Bulldogs' first true road loss since last season at SMU, 12 straight wins since. Hachimura finishes with 13 points for the Zags, but was the only bench player to take a shot. Gonzaga had also been averaging 92 points per game coming into this contest, 106 San Diego State 64, Gonzaga 60. Mark Few takes a timeout as the Zags miss another chance to cut into the SDSU lead. This one will come down to a few big shots from the Bulldogs and needing the Aztecs to cool off from the line. 15-18, 2-11 San Diego State 60, Gonzaga 58. 5 straight points from Melson have the Zags back within striking distance once again as SDSU takes a timeout. Bulldogs also over 40% shooting for the first time this game. Rui Hachimura quietly having a nice game off the bench as well for the Zags with 11 points on 4 of 6 shooting and 4 rebounds. 2:31 San Diego State 60, Gonzaga 55. Bulldogs make the switch to the court press, forcing SDSU into rushed looks and shot clock violations. Shots starting to drop for the Zags finally, but they're bailing out the Aztecs with easy fouls on the defensive end, sending the home side to the line for plenty of free throw attempts. 3:59 San Diego State 54, Gonzaga 49. Tempers starting to flare up as San Diego State's McDaniels is hit with a technical foul after a few choice words with Jonathan Williams. More bad news for Gonzaga though as Tilly picks up his 4th foul chasing a loose ball. Another massive dunk from Williams gets the Zags bench on their feet as he now has a double-double with 12 points and 15 rebounds. As he's done all year, Norvell finding his second-half stride. The freshman is now at 16 points but the Zags can't quite get over the as SDSU still holds the slim lead. CBS Sports Network at CBS Sportsnet December 22, 2017. Both teams shooting in the mid-30% range from the field, with the Zags hitting just 22% from deep. 7:55 San Diego State 46, Gonzaga 39. Jalen McDaniels up to 11 points off the bench for San Diego State as the Aztecs have begun to pull away again. Outside of a Norvell three-pointer to get him to 12 points, the Zags can't buy a bucket. Williams up to 14 rebounds for the Bulldogs, which have had no trouble cleaning up SDSU's misses. Similar situation to the North Dakota game on Saturday in which the Zags struggled to score and hold on to the ball. Perkins' struggles also continuing, he's now 1 for 6 with 6 turnovers. The Aztecs are also looking for their first-ranked win at home since 2014 against number 25 Utah. 11:35 San Diego State 35, Gonzaga 34. Zags really using their length on defense to get into the passing lanes. They've now forced 7 San Diego State turnovers. Bulldogs also up to 9 blocks, the last couple being sent into the stands. Gonzaga though can't get anything going on offense, as plenty of good looks are going in and out. Bulldogs yet to take a lead in this one, despite having plenty of chances. Tilly still leading the way for Gonzaga with a game-high 9 points. No player has hit double figures yet. Gonzaga has not scored in the last 3:14, SDSU in the last 3:40, 15:38 San Diego State 33, Gonzaga 32. Bulldogs making a point of going inside off in this half, as Jonathan Williams throws down a thunderous dunk. Perkins finally drains a three-pointer as the Zags look to establish an inside-out game. Gonzaga doing a good job protecting the rim on defense as well, as Tilly records his game-best fourth block of the night. Zags go into the U16 media break on a Norvell three-pointer to get back within one of the Aztecs. Norvell now with a team-best 9 points. First half halftime, San Diego State 25, Gonzaga 23. Bulldogs held San Diego State without a field goal over the final 7 minutes of the half, but half-court offense was a struggle for the Zags in the first 20 minutes. Tilly leads the way for the Bulldogs with 7 points, while Mitchell is still stuck on 8 for San Diego State. Fitting end to the half for Gonzaga, which is wearing its alternate black uniforms, as Josh Perkins misses a deep three-pointer at the buzzer. The junior guard was 0-4 in the first half and 0-3 from deep. Gonzaga shooting 33% from the floor and 17% from three-point range, while San Diego State is hitting only 28% from the field. Gonzaga also out-rebounding the Aztecs 24-20, but have committed 9 turnovers to San Diego State's 5, 318 San Diego State 24, Gonzaga 21. Gonzaga finally hits from deep as big men Jonathan Williams and Killian Tilly knock down back-to-back threes. Gonzaga doing a better job on defense after the fast SDSU start. The Aztecs have dipped under 40% from the floor, but are still making 40% of their tries from deep. Bulldogs are winning the rebounding battle over the Aztecs 19-15, 7:53 San Diego State 22, Gonzaga 13. Rough start for Silas Melson, as the Gonzaga guard is just 1 for 6 from the field for 2 points. Bulldogs shooting around 30% from the floor, compared to 40% from San Diego State. Mitchell still the game's leading scorer at 8 points. This is the third game in less than a week for the Bulldogs, and it's showing a bit in the early going. 11:27 San Diego State 16, Gonzaga 10. Dream start for San Diego State as the Aztecs have hit 4 early three-pointers. Matt Mitchell leads the way for the Aztecs with 6 points. Gonzaga missed its first 6 shots before starting to find its groove. Killian Tilly and Zach Norvell Jr. with 4 points each for the Bulldogs. Gonzaga ice cold from range in the early going, missing its first 6 three-point attempts. Players from both teams likely exhausted as there was no break in the action since the tip.